Hey guys, Neil here from Real Terrain Hobbies, and just here to kind of talk about and announce the start of a new project. I know you guys are waiting for the final video of the tree bases, but that's all been shot. I'm just picking away at it at the computer and editing it down and trimming things down a bit still. So don't worry, it's on its way. It's just about here, and it'll come out. I just wanted to make this video because I'm a little bit eager to get on to the next project, and this would be a quick and easy one. I'm just basically going to talk a little bit here. I'm not going to do any work in this one, just to kind of show you what I've got planned, and I'm really excited for it and really itching to get going. I've got like a major drive to just to build, and would be nice. Maybe someday in the future we can get I can get my own editor to just do everything on the computer, and I can just do this stuff out here. But anyway, for now I'll be doing everything, and so that's kind of the biggest bottleneck right now, is just getting things edited in on the computer. I would rather be using my hands and actually doing some physical stuff than working on some digital things, and the keyboard and mouse, I guess, sort of using my hands, but I'd rather be building things with them. So yeah, don't worry, plenty of content to come. I've got lots of ideas. Like, my brain is just really cool stuff that hasn't been I haven't really seen done, at least on YouTube. Maybe some modeling people elsewhere that do crazy things but aren't really YouTube people. But I got some cool, unique things planned for the future. For now, what I'm going to be doing here, this is my announcement. I'm just going to be, I'm just saying announcing what I'm doing, which I've already said. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing is a scratch build of a house. I am a huge fan. I don't own any, but I'm a huge fan of Tabletop World. Oh, I think it's Tabletop World. Tabletop World resin. If not, you'll see right here. I'm going to put something on the screen to correct myself, but they do some super cool resin builds of like fantasy buildings, and I am a big fan. I really like that stuff. What they've got anyway. So I'm going to use them as an inspiration. I'm not going to copy any of the buildings directly. I'll just use them as my inspiration. But I'm going to be doing some scratch builds with foam board and balsa wood. Balsa, yeah. And of course styrofoam for the rocks and plaster and things like that. So it's going to be completely scratch, and I'm really excited, and I plan to do many more of these in the future and make some really cool buildings. Kind of, I don't know yet. I don't want to say specialize in buildings, but maybe this might go in that direction, because I did a test piece already and I love it. Love where I can go, and I can just see where I can go with that. So for now, let's come to the desk and see what I've got ready to go. Okay guys, so here's the desk, and here are my materials all set up, ready to get made into something. So yeah, what are we making? Again, a building, a scratch build. I've got my foreground house over here just for kind of scale reference. And I'll be using foam board as kind of the, just for the core structure basically. To keep things nice and light. I was considering using wood as well, but I think it's a little too thick and just might get a little too heavy. So this will be nice and easy to work with. It's light, and that is the plan. And then here are my balsa wood pieces. I went and picked a bunch of it up. It's really nice stuff to work with because it is like not dense at all. It is very light, and I can cut it super easily just with my razor. You don't need a saw or anything like that, you can just push in with your blade and it basically goes through almost like styrofoam. Really nice stuff, really easy to work with. And I'll be doing kind of custom shingles and everything. I got some nice flat stuff here. I'll cut some strips out and make my own shingles. And yeah, it'll be, the plan is to kind of build it as, here, let's go back here. The plan is to kind of build it as it would be built in the real world. You know, like every piece of wood is a proper structure piece. It makes sense where everything goes. I'll be using plaster. I'll be, with the stonework, I was experimenting with stonework. I'll show you my test piece here in a sec. And with that, I decided the best way to go about that is just make each individual piece of stone all on its own and glue it on, and then fill it in with its own mortar with plaster. I tried doing the carving thing where you just carve it straight out of a piece of foam. Did not like that. Yeah, if you want nice results, I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to take the time to do it that way. I know it's going to be a lot more time consuming, but I think it's going to pay off in the end, and I think you're going to like it too. So let's come over here. I'll show you my test piece. I'll bring it down here, zoom on in. So there it is. Here, let's try to tighten this up. How was my lighting? Not too bad. So this is the test piece here. It turned out pretty nice. Yeah, each of those stones I carved out individually. Here, let's brighten this up a bit. There. Yeah. One more. Yeah. So each of these stones I carved out individually. Wasn't too bad making them. I'll show you how to do that. So it's a lot more time consuming, I think, than just having this as one solid piece of styrofoam and then using your knife and carving every little piece out. I rather just did that. And I glued on each of them individually. And then I even made my own paste just out of water and a flour, believe it or not. That's all I did. And I think I might maybe throw in some white glue as well next time, and maybe some color in there too. And then I just put it in with a toothpick. And whatever, it's a little time consuming, but I might have to show you guys, I spent my last 2 summers building this kind of fireplace thing in my backyard with stone, and you do piece by piece, and it takes a lot of patience, but I mean, it's worth it. It's rewarding when you do it piece by piece. You know you're going to get somewhere with it, and it's going to be rewarding. All said and done. So yeah, you need more patience doing it this way, but just know that what your final result is going to end up as, it's going to be worth it. I did, I tried 2 different painting methods. The first method I tried was painting everything dark, like black, and dry brushing to light, from dark to light, kind of what I did with my other rocks. I didn't like the result. I did that. Basically, I did the black first, and then I filled the mortar in with white, and then I did my dry brushing on the rocks, and it didn't look good at all. So I redid it. I painted everything white this time and used washes. It's a little dark still, which is fine. The dark, you know, it really ages it nicely, and so. Yeah, it turned out good. Yeah, like I said, a little dark, but I did the wash and it turned out much better. I put some flocking in there as well. I tinted around for some weathering effects with some paint too. And I got some moss on there to make building. And then on the other side, I sort of finished it off as this was just an experiment. I used the balsa wood. This scale is way out. It's not 28 millimeters at all. Here's my, here's a little guy. Is that gonna focus? Yep. So as you can see, those rocks are giant. This piece is the scale is way too big. So I'll be scaling down to 28 millimeter. But anyway, it was just a test to see how things could look. So there you go. There's the balsa wood. I recommend staining your balsa wood before you glue everything together. And then this is also the plaster I used, was just the water and flour. And I threw it on my heater. And it's winter here. I'm in Canada, in case you guys didn't figure that out or didn't know. So I threw it on the heater right away because I wanted it to develop these cracks so it shrinks faster that way, and then you develop more cracks. I don't know how well you can see there, but yeah. So anyway, that's all I did, and I threw some paint and some wash. It's a bit messy and mucky. I'm going to try to make it not so messy looking. But there you go. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. So I'll put up on, let's see here. I'll put up on the screen here right away kind of some reference images from Tabletop World. I believe it's Tabletop World. But anyway, I'll throw some of that up there, and you can see what I want to accomplish with that. But we're going to do it all from scratch. We're just going to use that as a reference. We'll use some real world stuff as references as well. I plan on basing it too, having a nice base. And concerning water effects with this one, maybe not. I'm gonna do my show you my water piece here right away as well. I think I'll get the the tree base video out first, and then my next video will just be a quick overview of the piece that I made for the Beasts of War challenge that I was talking about, or actually I talked about on my part 3 of my tree bases. So I haven't talked really too much about it yet. It's a piece I did for the Beasts of War challenge. It was called a freshwater challenge. You make it was basically a diorama I made, but any terrain out of, with a theme freshwater, and I did a piece and I submitted it, and I ended up winning that challenge. So anyway, I'll do a little overview of that, show you what I did. I got some cool water effects like splashes with nice droplets and everything coming out, and I'll show you my secret to that. That's something I haven't really seen anybody else do too much. Not that I can think of anyway, maybe somebody has, but yeah, so that will be what's coming up, and yeah, so stay tuned. I'm really excited. This channel is just begun, so lots to come. Lots of room for improvement on me. I'm trying to be more animated and interesting. I just watched one of my earlier ones. I think I watched my overview of the Stoic Arms Inn, and I was like ready to fall asleep. I thought that was actually, I did a pretty good job. And going back now, it's like, whoa. And I'm sure this video too, I'll look at, 20 videos from now, and I'll be like, yeah. But that's what they say. Anybody starting out on YouTube, that your first 10, 20, 50 videos, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, what was that? So don't worry, things are just going to get better, better, and better. And please also, if you could share, obviously the point, or what I want to do with this channel, is to build up an audience, help as many people as I can, and inspire. The big thing I want to do is a lot of inspiration. That's what, yeah, I didn't mention either. Hopefully you liked that last video I did with my, the crossroads mud piece. Hopefully you like that. Why I did that was, and put the music in and everything, was just to get those creative juices flowing. That's my goal, is to get you guys like, yeah, I wanna do that. That looks good, and I want to make my own just like that. And So that's the point of those. If you like those, let me know. That was 20 minutes long. Is that too long? Too many songs? Did you guys just get fed up and tired and turn it off? Is maybe more the length, or keeping it under 10 minutes a better idea? Like the time lapse of the Stoic Arms In was kind of the same idea. And it's just some inspiration just to see the whole build from start to finish and be like, yeah, like that's it's doable. Like it can be done. You can see right from the beginning to the end, just like that. And yeah, so let me know if you guys like those. Hopefully you do. Basically, let me know if that one was too long, if you'd rather have it the length of the time lapse. Maybe the idea is you can have those songs playing in the background while you get rolling, so you got 20 minutes worth of some sweet music, and that music is great. I've got what am I? I'm licensed anyways. I'm subscribed. I'm paying a subscription for that music, and those guys are awesome. There's some really good stuff, and that's why I threw all those on there, because I'm a huge fan of what some of those guys do. And so yeah, anyway, I'm kind of rambling now, but let me know if you like that. I'll do more of those. The plan I'm going to start a separate playlist just for those full builds with some epic music and just something to get you guys really itching to create your own things, or to at least maybe to go do some wargaming, some role playing, just to really immerse yourself in that. Anyway, yeah, so stay tuned. Lots more to come. This one, I'm excited for this guy, and I can see some cool builds coming out of this in the future. So anyway, just kind of a little channel update. So again, spread the word if you could. The more people coming in, the better. The faster this channel grows. They say YouTube, starting off on YouTube with the channel, YouTube is a marathon. It's not a sprint to big numbers. It's a marathon. Your first 100 subscribers, it's kind of the big one, the hardest. From a lot of what a lot of other YouTubers say, kind of who've gotten big from, and have been on YouTube for a while, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so anyway, it's a marathon, but please help me out, share. I'm going to try to get on as many platforms. If you guys have any ideas of where I can share this stuff and people would be interested to see it, like any forums, anything out there, communities that you belong to, let me know. And I just want to spread the word, get myself out there, and build things up. And yeah, so anyway, and also Merry Christmas. If I don't see anybody, it's the 22nd. If I don't post another video before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. Everybody stay safe and enjoy the holidays with your family and your loved ones and friends. Okay. So take care, and I hope to post soon. Okay, bye guys.